Hello guys, and welcome back to part 2 of the Kotlin tutorial. So today we'll be looking at conditionals, mainly if statements and for loops. Yeah. Then from there, tomorrow we'll dive into Android development using Kotlin. We'll learn everything you need to know about Android Studio. So without wasting time, let's look into conditionals. So let's look at how you can use a if statement. So I'm using the if statement, start by printing the if, write an if, then put the brackets. Inside the brackets, you put the condition. So my condition, obviously, we need to have a variable first. So let's make a variable score, and we'll assign that a value of 55. Then the if statement, then in between, we're going to put the condition. So what we want to print is that if the score is less than 70, we want to print a fail message. So we're going to say if score, use the less than sign, 70, then in between there we want to print a fail message. So we're going to say fail. Then when I run this, it prints fail, simply because 70, the score hasn't exceeded more than 70. So we can use even other operations like less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, even not equal to. So from there, let's look at conditions. Sorry, not conditions, but for loops. So for for loops, let me just clear this. Then I want to create a variable names. Then we give this list of. So when I say list of, I can put a number of lists or a number of names in here, more like holding a number of variables at once. So I can say Mapalo, then we'll put another name, John, then another name, Mary, like that. So after we've created our list of names, want to access it, see how we can access these lists, these names. So if you want to get, let's say, Mapalo, we're simply going to say print So if I want to access one of the names, we simply just say print, then we put names, then we just put 0. So if I put 0, then meaning I'm printing Mapalo, because in Kotlin or any other programming language, you start counting from 0. So like that, so it prints out Mapalo. Then I'd like to explain this one, the list of names, in terms of array list. So this is very similar to an array list, because the same way we're accessing the names, that's the same way you access any object in an array list. So I can also print the last one, which is names Mary. The last one is Mary. So from here we can also print. We can combine another conditions, a for loop. So you're going to say for name in names, let's print out name. Then when you run this, it should print out all the lists. Yeah, so it prints out Mapalo, John, Mary. Then I just needed to put a print line over there, so that it prints out Mapalo, John, Mary in separate lines. So that's how you can use a for loop. Then we can also use a for loop. Let me just remove this. To print numbers, so we can say Okay, I in 1 to 5. So when I do this, it means 1 to 5. Then we want to print I. So let's go ahead and run this. It should print 1 up to 5. Then because when we can also specify that we don't need to print 5, so we can say 1 until 5. Then it prints 1 up to 4. So that's how you can use this to conditional. So in this video, I just covered the last part of Kotlin fundamentals, and in the next videos, we'll be looking at Android development using Kotlin. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video if you liked it.